Alright, check, 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 check. Alright, last check here. I think if I turn... There we go. ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex for tonight's match between the Purple Raiders and the Hiram Terriers. And looking at the Terriers, they come into the game at 8-7, coming off a 3-1 loss at Wittenberg on Friday in their last outing. And for the Purple Raiders, their last outing resulted in a 3-0 loss over the weekend to Carnegie Mellon, and they'll come into this match with a 12-3 record after a great start to the 2021 campaign. And the starters for the Raiders, their libero will be Alyssa Caceres, and in the remaining of the lineup, it'll be Alexis Meyer, Heaven Bartell, Julia Kearns, Maria Ellison, Darby Leininger, and Molly Thomas handling the setting duties. And for the Terriers, it'll be Kiera Franks, Kenzie Brandon, Kayla Cole, Emily Krustik, Emily Richardson, Lindsay Johns, and Andrea Handmore. And it'll be Hiram serve to start off the night. And Krustik will be back to serve. Krustik serve, dug up. Thomas sets back, and a hit cross, dug up, kept alive by the Terriers, hit across, and popped up by Bartell, set outside, a swing, cross court, popped up expertly by Brandon, and off the block, Thomas keeps it alive, passed over, tipped over by the Raiders, a great rally right now, a softer hit, Thomas sets it over, almost catches him unawares, Brandon keeps it alive, and a hit out of bounds by number 20, Lindsay Johns. And the Raiders go up 1-0 to start off the set. Leininger back to serve for the Raiders. And Leininger serve on the way into the back corner, popped up. Now a set out, and off the block, sent back by Maria Ellison. The Raiders go up 2-0 here in the first. A terrific job there by Maria Ellison, closing with her teammate and giving that ball no chance to get over the wall. Back into the back corner for Leininger, popped up, kept alive, a tip, and picked up by Bartell. And the Raiders can't play that ball. Off touch there by Thomas, and the Terriers get their first point of the night. And Petrisco subbing on now for the Purple Raiders. And the serve on the way. Popped up, set outside, and a swing off the block, out of bounds. Raiders will get the point. And Heaven Bartell hits into the block but manages to hit it at an angle where it tools off and out of bounds. Casares back to serve now for the Purple Raiders. Her serve right in, crossed into the corner. A set outside, splits the blocks, popped up. Terrific defensive play by Petrisco. And up at the net, hit over by Maria. Maria tip now and hit the antenna. And Maria Ellison got a hit, didn't get the kill that time. Got a second chance, but just a little bit outside, hits it into the antenna and out of play. Serve on the way, dug up by Bartell. Set up, tipped over off the block, kept alive by the Terriers. Set middle, hit back. Petrisco with the dig. Set outside by Thomas, and a swing. Long and out of bounds there by Bartell. Johns looking to get her team the first lead of the night on the serve. Dug up by Petrisco, set back, Ellison a swing. Around the block, gets it into the back corner for the point, and the Raiders go up 4-3 here in the first set. Katie May on now to serve for the Purple Raiders. Serves in middle, popped up. And now a swing up over the block, popped up by Casares. Set middle, a swing, splits the block, hits the back line on the dot. And Alexis Meyer with the kill. And a long serve there, kept in play by the Terriers. Hit across by the libero, Brandon. Now set up at the net, sprung her hit, and goes over off the block and comes down on the Terriers' side. And from up here in the viewing room, sometimes it doesn't always look like it necessarily came down the side. It actually did. But took a fortunate bounce for the Raiders. Set middle, swung off the block, and Petrisco won't get there in time, and the Terriers get the kill. Richardson with the swing there for Hiram. And the serve dug up tight to the net there. Sprung her a swing. Didn't get over there, hit the tape and came back. And that'll go down as a hitting error on the Raiders. Casares with the dig. Set over and tipped across, kept alive by the Terriers. Up at the net, Richardson a swing, gets the kill, and sends it into the floor. Shallower serve there, dug up by Casares, set back, lining her a swing, splits the block, gets the kill, and sends it into the back row. Raiders up 7-6. Raiders making a substitution now. Petrisco coming off, and Leininger coming back on. Bartel's serve long, popped up by Brandon, and a little roll shot across. Casares keeps it alive, set outside, and tipped over. A good job there by Leininger. And a swing there off the block. Raiders keep it alive. May gets the pass over. Set back on a slide, and off the block, out of bounds. That point will be going to the Terriers. And Kayla Cole heading back to the service stripe now for the Terriers. 7-7 your score here in the first set. And up at the net, tipped across, and kept alive by the Terriers. And off sprung her out of bounds, and a point going to Hiram. That'll be their first lead of the night at 8-7. And Hiram playing pretty tight with the Purple Raiders, who've looked very good to start the season. Serve on the way, almost out of bounds, popped up by Bartel. Sprung her a swing off the block, gets the kill. A good job there hitting between the blockers. And for Hiram there, you just got to close that block, because if you close that block, that ball is coming back onto the Purple Raiders side. But a good job by Sprunger seeing the blocks not closed, and it wasn't going to close, and hitting right down the middle. A swing now, blocked by Sprunger, popped up. May with a bump pass, and tipped over by Leininger, kept alive by the Terriers. Set outside, a swing right down to the feet of Meyer, and a kill there for the Terriers. Kiara Franks with a strong swing into the back row there for Hiram. Brandon serve on the way now for Hiram. Popped up by Leininger. Bump set by May. And a standing swing there by Leininger to keep the ball going. And a swing up and out of bounds there by Franks. That'll tie us up at 9 apiece. Thomas coming back on now for the Purple Raiders as she'll head back to the service stripe. Thomas to serve, dances and gets over, and she'll get the ace there. The Hiram Terriers can't play it there. And you can see Madison Burns didn't know whether that was going to go over. And it really was a 50-50 ball. Very low serve there from Thomas. She gets the lucky bounce. Leaves no doubt on this one. Gets it comfortably into the back row. Franks a roll shot up. Popped up by Thomas. Leininger a swing now off the block. Goes back, and an overpass by Thomas. Tipped across. Raiders weren't ready for it, and the Terriers get the point. into the back corner, popped up, set out now, and doesn't quite get it. Marie Ellison trying to go for the tip there. The set was outside. Couldn't get a swing on it, tried to get a tip, and got there a little bit too late. Serve on the way, popped up by Bartel, set outside. Ellison gets it this time, kept alive by the Terriers. Set outside. Franks with a tip, and the Raiders can't play that one, and Franks gets the kill off the tip. And the Terriers starting to get a little service run going here with Krustik. Lining her with the dig, set up. Ellison with a swing off the tape, kept alive by the Terriers. And they're going to call a lift going against Hiram. Lining her back at the stripe for Coach Mankey Morrison. Serves into the back corner. Franks with the dig. Set out. Franks a swing there. And kept alive by the Raiders. Sent over by Bartel and out of bounds off of Terrier. Raiders get the point and tie things up here at 12s apiece in the first. Serve right down Main Street. A little miscommunication, but set outside. Franks with a swing there. Dug up by Thomas, but what a swing. Passed over by Casares. Goes for the tip. Nope, sets it over, tipped over. Raiders keep it alive. Bartel with a cross-court swing and hits the dirt for a kill. Serve into the back row, popped up. And Franks a swing and long by just about 2 feet. Not by much. But that'll put the Raiders up 2 points, and Hiram burns their first time out, trailing 14-12 here in the first set. The Raiders haven't really started to pull away until just now, but even then, just 2 points. This game is very much in the taking for Hiram if they want to play hard, which I think they've been playing pretty hard to start out this game, playing well with this Raiders squad that has some girls who can really hit the ball. You know, Casares is a tremendous defensive player for Mount Union. You know, they're showing they're a lot better than their record would indicate. But we'll take a break here and be back here following the timeout. And out of the timeout, lining her serve, popped up, set back, and a tip across, popped up by Ellison. Set outside, Bartella swing, gets around the block, just shaves around it, and hits the back line on the dot for the kill. Set over, some nice movement on that serve. Set outside, Franks a swing over the block, and long again. Raiders starting to get separation here, up 4. And imperative that Hiram gets a side out either on this rally or the next. Popped up by Franks, set outside. Franks just has to tip it over but won't be able to cut it and get it across the net there. That set front was way outside the pin and it would have been a really hard play. Brandon with the dig. Set back. Franks tips it across. Casares picks it up. Set up at the net and kept alive by the Terriers. And a swing wide there by number 20, Lindsey Johns. Raiders up 6 now, 18-12. Franks with the dig. Franks with the swing. Popped up by Thomas. Bump set outside. Ellison gets it across. Kept alive by Brandon. Now a back row tip picked up by Kearns. And set across by Thomas. But the Terriers keep it alive. And an overpass sent back by Julia Kearns. And the Raiders get the point. And got to imagine Hiram's going to burn another timeout really soon here. The Raiders are just rolling. Set back, a swing, blocked back by Julia Kearns and Heaven Bartell, putting up a big purple wall, or I guess black in this case since the Raiders are out here in black uniforms tonight. And just like that, Hiram burns their last time out here in the first set, trailing 20-12 after the Raiders have just gone on a dominant run to take firm control over the first set. But we'll take a break and be back here when play resumes here at the MAC. And we're back here at the MAC. Raiders need just 5 more points to put away the opening set. Brandon with the dig. Set middle, swung around the block. And Casares can't get a good touch off of that. And that'll stop the run for the Raiders. Petrisco coming on now for Leininger in the back row. And Frank's at the service stripe for Hiram. Frank's serve popped up by Bartell. Set middle, Kearns a swing off the block and kept alive by the Terriers. Great effort there. Petrisco with the dig, set back. Ellison swings, reaches way back, keeps it in play. And a double touch is going to be called against the Purple Raiders. Casares laying out dig that time. Bartell swings around the block and hits the back line on the dot. Casares will head to the stripe now. Our team needing just 4 more points to put this first set on ice. And a long serve that time from Melissa Casares. And then he'll send the Terriers back to the service stripe. Yeah, quick substitution now, as Russell comes on for the Terriers in the place of Lindsey Johns. And the serve there, popped up by Bartell, set back. Ellison reaches up, swings, blocked back, kept alive by Casares. Bartell swing, gets around the block, but kept alive by the Terriers. And now a swing around the block off Casares and out of bounds, and a big kill there for Kayla Cole and the Terriers. Hiram needs to go on a run now. Russell, her serve popped up by Petrisco. And Bartell, ooh, they're going to say that one was in, but I thought it was just a little out from up here in the viewing box. But the Raiders get the benefit of the doubt from the line judge. Spurner coming on now for the Purple Raiders as May heads back to serve. Raiders 22-16 up here in the first. And a service ace for Katie May. Terriers can't play it. A longer serve by May there. Popped up. Now set middle off the block, and a kill there For the Terriers, Emily Richardson. Doesn't hit completely around the block that time, but hits it just enough around to get the deflection. Gatto on now to serve. Bartel with the dig. Bumps it outside, Sprunger a hit. And off Brandon, she'll get the kill. Brandon tries to lay out, but just gets her wrist on the ball. And that'll put the Raiders up 24-17 and in position to put this set away on the next rally. Evan Bartel at the line for Coach Mankey Morrison. Franks with the dig. Set back on a slide and swung. Blocked back by the Purple Raiders. And that'll do it. Alexis Meyer with the block. And the Raiders take the first set 25-17 after allowing Hiram to play with them for a while. The Raiders came out focused after forcing Hiram to burn their first time out and just put this game away with sheer dominance from that point on. But we'll take a break here and be back here for the start of the second set. And we're back here. Raiders looking to continue the dominance we saw in the back half of the first set. Continue rolling here in the second. And for Hiram, honestly, plenty of effort, great effort. Just the Raiders have talented players, and they made plays. For Hiram, just stay disciplined, especially hidden-wise. See where the blocks are at, hit around them. And if you do that, yeah, you can definitely play yourself back in this game. Just play like you did in the first half of that opening set. And volleyball especially seems to be one of those sports where even if you're not as good as the other team, if you just play hard, you can play with them and beat them. And Frank's a swing there. Sends that one out of bounds. And another call on the field, not quite sure what it was. But regardless, that'll be a point for the Terriers. Frank's at the line now. Evan Bartel with the dig, set outside, and Leininger sends it all along the tape. I mean, that thing probably went from the bottom of the M logo all the way across to the top, and just somehow avoided hitting the blocker on that play. A great stroke of luck for Hiram. That'll put him up 2-0. And a service ace there. The Raiders can't do anything with that serve by Kiera Franks. And Hiram really jumping on the Raiders to start off this set. Bartel with the dig. Thomas a bump set. Leininger a hit. And Franks digs it up. Tipped across. Picked up by Thomas. Leininger a swing now across court. Brandon gets the dig. Set outside a swing. Around the block. Popped up by Bartel. And Leininger sets it across. Franks keeps it alive. Set outside. A tip. Thomas gets the touch. And a standing hit there. Kept alive by Franks up at the net. A swing. Popped up by Thomas. And Leininger up over the block. Kept alive. Outside once again. A swing. And off Casares. That'll be a kill for the Terriers. Kayla Cole finally does it. And what a terrific rally between the two teams there. Both teams making great effort plays to keep it alive. And Cole just managing to catch Casares a little bit off guard. 4-0 now. Bartel won't be able to do anything with that. Another service ace and a 5-0 run to start off the second. And Coach Makey Morrison forced to burn her first time out here in the second real quick. And man, how about this Hiram team? Really jumping on the Raiders to start things off and make this a game. We'll take a break. Be back after the timeout when action resumes. And we're back here at the MAC. Frank's serve. Ooh, that was going to go out there, but Darby Leininger picks it up. Hit out. A bounds there. A long hit from Maria Ellison. And Leininger, that was a ball she should have let go. It was right on the line when she took it. Since it's the same location, but Leininger picks it up this time. And Frank's a great job laying out for the ball. Brandon passes it on over and back, popped up and overpassed by Casares, and a swing off the block and another kill for the Terriers, make it a 7-0 game. And Kayla Cole, another strong swing there for Hiram. And a short serve there from Franks, kept alive by Casares. And the Terriers digging everything Mount Union has to send their way. And a great block there by the Terriers. Swung and blocked back, but Julia Kearns and Darby Leininger to stop the run. But Lindsey Johns had a great block there on the Purple Raiders just before the Raiders block to end the rally. And an overpass there sent back by Heaven Bartel. The Raiders starting to get a little energy and a little momentum going again on their sideline. And Brandon shanks the pass, kept alive by the Terriers, passed over by Franks. Set, middle Kearns, blocked and set over. Franks will keep it alive for Hiram. Up at the net, tipped, sent back. Brandon sets it up at the net, off the block, and Leininger with the dig. Ellison a swing now, and off of Brandon, an overpass. Set outside, and Bartel off the block. She'll get the kill. Good job, Heaven Bartel seeing the block was right there. If she swung into it, that was going to be a point for the Terriers, but instead she tips it, sends it off the block, and out of bounds. Brandon with the dig. Set outside, a swing cross court popped up by Casares. Bartella swing. And tipped over, kept alive. Bartella another swing. Almost hits the side hoop, kept alive by the Terriers. Frank swings in the back row, just a little short on that one, hits it into the tape and down. Make it a 4-0 run for the Raiders now. Brandon with the dig for Hiram. Set, middle, swung around the block, and off of Leininger. Johns gets the kill. That'll end the run for the Raiders. Push the lead back up to 4 for Hiram. And Petrisco coming on now for the Purple Raiders as Leininger heads back to the sideline. And Bartella dig there. Middle, Kearns blocked and set back by the Terriers. Return to sender there. And Richardson in on the action up front. And Gatto serve on the way, a high looping one, and the Raiders a miscommunication in the back row between Petrisco and Casares, and a service ace. Bartella dig. Up to the net now, and miscommunication. Thomas just gets that ball over. Tipped across. Casares a great laying out play. Ellison tips it over. A light hit there. And swung down the blocks with authority there. And Thomas tries to set it across and won't get it. But Kayla Cole, a real strong swing there between the blocks. And just a missed touch there by Thomas. And a long serve that time, a service error, and that'll get the Raiders back at the service stripe as Casares heads back. And coming on now for the Purple Raiders, Alexis Meyer in the front row. And Casares shanks that one, but the Terriers played, and she'll get the service ace. That's an incredibly lucky break there, as Kayla Cole was right on the sideline there. Just like how Leininger played a ball she probably shouldn't have played and would have gone out of bounds. The same deal just happened. And a swing from the middle, kept alive. And back, Cole with a swing, kept alive by Petrisco, set back. Ellison reaches back, swings through the block, into the back row for the kill. And some authority behind that swing by the senior out of Marlington. Franks gets the dig in the back row. Set outside. A swing around the block popped up by Casares. And Thomas can't get a good touch on it. Twelve to 7 your score here in the second. And heading back to serve. And the Raiders with the point now as May comes on, heads back to the service stripe with Sprunger coming on in the front row. May's serve into the back corner, popped up by Franks. Set outside, a swing off the block, kept alive by Petrisco. Outside, and a swing around the blocks into the back row, and a kill there for Heaven Bartel. May's serve dug up by Brandon. And Frank's a back row strike there, dug up by May. Bartel over the block. We'll see if they call a touch. And they won't. Cleared the block and out of bounds for a hitting error. Serve short that time off May, and a miscommunication by the Purple Raiders, but Sprunger manages to get it over. Set back on a slide, tipped across, sent right back by Alexis Meyer. And a great heads-up play there by Meyer, seeing that there was a hole in the back row in the defense and taking advantage of it. Set outside Franks, a swing through the block, popped up by Bartel, bouncing around the ceiling, and a miscommunication by the Purple Raiders between May and Casares leads to a point for the Terriers. And Brandon heads back to serve now. Terriers really playing very well with the Purple Raiders this set, playing very hard, really coming at them. Leininger, not a good touch off that one, will go down as a service ace. Brandon serve on the way. And, oh, not long there, just falls inside the back line for a service ace there. And the Raiders will burn their second time out of the set, trailing 16-10 to Hiram. And honestly, can't say enough good things about Hiram and how they've played and come out this second set. You know, they played well the first half of the first set. Then, you know, they fall down 2 by 2, burn a timeout. And the Purple Raiders just come out and just dominated the rest of the way, leaving no doubt who was going to win that set. This second set, Hiram opens with a 7-0 run. Raiders burn timeout. All right, they start playing themselves back. But really, Hiram's consistently been 3-4 points ahead the entire time of this set from that point on. And they're playing incredibly good volleyball, playing really hard with a ton of effort, never giving up on any rally. Even when they see their hit get dug up with a great defensive play by the Raiders, they come back with one of their own, and they just keep fighting. And that's the reason why they're up right now and why they have a chance to win this set. And if they continue to come and play like this the rest of the night, they could end with what would be a really big win for Hiram on the night, taking down a terrific Purple Raiders squad. But the Purple Raiders have broken the huddle. They're ready to get back underway. And the Terriers as well. Brandon still at the service stripe for Hiram. And Brandon's serve popped up by Leininger. Looks like she thought it was going to drop a little more. Leininger, a swing now into the back row, and popped up by Gatto. Frank's a swing now over the block and long there past the back line and out of bounds. And Meyer will go back to serve now for the Purple Raiders with Kearns coming on in the front row and Casares heading to the bench. Meyer's serve popped up and across there. A soft hit. Meyer hits it over. Frank's a swing over the block, kept alive by May. And a bump set for Leininger. He's just going to set it over, and ooh, that was a ball I think was going to go out. And a tip across kept alive by Leininger, set over. And no, actually out to Sprunger, who hits it right down onto the line for the kill. And you can see a set there that it looks like it's coming down out of bounds. Those are 50-50 balls, so usually your coach is going to tell you to play them. And especially that set, I don't think that's a bad take for Hiram. And an infraction called a double hit going against the Terriers. I'll make it a 3-point game now, 16-13. Raiders looking to continue to close the gap. However, those serves, though, I think those should have been, they should have let those go because it didn't have as much arc. It was likely going to carry further out. Frank's a swing, good job. Oh, and almost cuts it in bounds there. That set, you know, a little tongue-tied. That set was way out at the pin, and that was a hard hit. If she'd gotten that in, that would have been incredible. But Hiram burns a timeout here, not trailing, but they may soon be trailing if they can't refocus after this timeout. Hiram up 16-14, and we'll be back. And now the timeoff Myers serve popped up by the Terriers. Franks is just going to pass that one over to keep the ball going. A little miscommunication. Raiders keep it alive. Sprunger a swing and snipes the back line for the kill. An absolute bullet out of the junior from North Royalton. And actually out of that 2019 class from North Royalton, there's actually 3 Raiders who came out of that graduating class. Casares, Sprunger, as well as Natalie Zuko. Now a roll shot over by Franks. Set outside. Leininger swing blocked back. A great block by the Terriers. Sprunger hits it across, kept alive. Now set middle tipped. Ortel with the dig. Kearns hits through the block, kept alive by the Terriers. Up with the net. And Hiram gets the point there. Tipped across by Franks. And the Raiders can't do much with it. Christic will head back to the service stripe, and we're all tied up. Not 16 apiece, 17-15. Little scoreboard error there. Bartel with the dig, but nothing else, and a service ace. Raiders really close to tying that one up there. And Christic serve right across. Leininger with the dig. Leininger calls for it and snipes the back line there. Really close to being out. And I don't think she could have put it much further out or much longer with it still being in. Just a very accurate hit. That'll make it 16-18. Mount trailing. Thomas in now, serving. Now set up middle, and Casares gets the dig back to Ellison. Ellison swings off the block and set across by Thomas. Out to Franks now. Thomas keeps it alive. Ellison gets a second try off the block, kept alive by the Terriers. Set, middle, swung, and Thomas pops this one up. And Leininger, a standing hit. Franks with the dig. And Franks goes up, and her hit will be dug up by Casares. Set over, tipped across by Ellison. Franks, third time the charm, and it will be. She'll get the kill on a soft little roll shot over just past the blockers. And Franks heads back to the service stripe now. And a service error there, hits it into the tape and down. And if Hiram had been able to go on a 2 or 3 serve run there, that probably would have been enough to put this game away. Brandon with the dig, set outside, and a swing down the block there with authority for the kill, Kayla Cole. And some substitutions now for the Purple Raiders. Really just one Petrisco coming on. But Hiram up by 3 now, 20-17, and probably only one more point away from being able to go up for good. Casares with the dig, set at the net. Kearns swings and blocked back there by the Terriers. Great blocking up front there by Emily Richardson and company. Bartel with the dig, set back. Ellison winds up, swings off the block, and sent back once again. Hiram putting up a red wall at the tape. Cole that time getting in on the block. Bartel with the dig, tight to the net. Bartel hits around the block, hits it off a defender in the back row, and the Raiders get the point. And she'll get the dig. Not the dig, pardon me, the kill. Casares heads back to the line now for the Purple Raiders. Imperative that they get 2 to 3 points here to keep this game tight. Set back and blocked back by Alexis Meyer. A solo block that time, and that'll pull the Raiders within 3. Back into the back corner, dug up, set outside, and swung off the block. Petrisco keeps it alive. Bartel a tip, Hiram keeps that one alive. Popped up by Brandon. A little roll shot up across, and a kill there off of Bartel. And Gatto coming on and heading back to the service stripe now for Hiram. Gatto serve popped up by Petrisco. Set outside and a swing around the block. And oh, they're going to call a touch there. Bartel gets the kill. Now May and Sprunger set to come back on for the Purple Raiders with Thomas and Ellison heading to the bench. Brandon with the dig. Set back and tipped across. Petrisco keeps it alive. Sprunger a swing now off the block. Franks gets the dig. Now set outside, up and down through the block. Splits it for the kill. And Kayla Cole once again manages to split the blockers, part the Red Sea, and get into the back for a kill. 24-20. Set point now, and a kill there by Heaven Bartel to evade elimination here in the second set. Leininger coming back on now for the Purple Raiders as Petrisco heads to the bench. Bartel serve a shorter one, and now a hit popped up by Bartel out to Leininger. Leininger a tip, oh, and sends it into the antenna. A tough touch there, but that'll end it. Hiram takes the second set, 25-21, in what was a great affair. Hiram really coming at and just punching the Purple Raiders in the mouth and just kept it going. And I'll be interested to see how the Purple Raiders respond. I thought they responded pretty well as the set went on, focusing, refocusing and just fighting and trying to get back in the set. It was just a little bit too little, too late. So I think we could be in for a thriller down the stretch here tonight, but we'll take a break and be back here following the intermission. Serve on the way, and we're underway here. Narrowly picked up by Leininger. Bartel sends it over. Franks' swing off the block, gets the kill to start off the scoring here in the third. Hiram looking like they're picking up right where they left off in the second set. Serve on the way, Casares picks up the dig and popped up, set across by Ellison. Backhand Morris swing and snipes the back line there. A real close call there. And the Raiders don't get the benefit of the doubt there. Leininger with the dig back. Kearns and blocked back with some authority there by Lindsey Johns. Left no doubt that ball was coming right back to the Purple Raiders side. And Krustik's fourth serve just stays inside the sideline now. Bartella swing off the block, kept alive by Krustik. Franks, a strong swing there, and almost an overpass, but it hits the side net. Bartella cross court, swing off of Brand into the bench, and that'll get the Raiders their first point of the set. Franks with the dig. And set out to Franks. Franks, her hit, popped up by Thomas. Bartella roll shot into the back row. Tipped across, picked up by Thomas. Great effort play. Ellison a standing hit across. And Moore hits it into the net, and the Raiders get the point. And a service ace for the Purple Raiders. Splits the difference between Kayla Cole and Kiera Franks in the back row. Set back, Franks a swing off the block to the feet of Thomas for the kill. That'll put Hiram back up 4-3 here in the third. Franks at the service stripe. And short that time on the float serve. You could see the ball going, and just take a dip as it started to get to the tape. Casares will serve now for the Purple Raiders. Serves it to Brandon. A little libero to libero action there. Franks a back row roll shot. Popped up by Casares. Set outside. Leininger tries to tip it over and doesn't even get over the tape there. Hits it right in, and it might have been blocked there a little bit too. It was very close up at the net. But either way, Hiram gets the point. And Richardson coming back on now for Hiram. Ortel with the dig. Set, Mill, and Meyer hits that one wide right and out of bounds. And serve on the way, picked up by Bartel. Thomas, a bump set out to Ellison. Ellison keeps it in play. Gets it over up the net, sent back by Meyer. And what? And a violation is going to be called on the Purple Raiders. A tough call there to put Hiram up 3. And the serve popped up by Casares, tight to the net, set back. Ellison has to take a step back to get that one in play. Franks hits it across, popped up by Bartel. Set at the net, and Meyer, a great save there by Franks. And passed over by Krustik. Set up, Ellison, a swing around the block and gets the kill. Maria Ellison coming up with just what her team needed, which was a point there to help keep the momentum in their favor. Or at the very least, or I should rephrase that, keep the momentum from going too far on Hiram's side. May with the serve now, popped up by Franks, tight to the net. A great laying out effort there, and it's passed over. And a cross-court hit by Meyer. Terriers keep it alive, set outside. Darby Leininger, a swing popped up and kept alive. And a violation called Emily Krustik. Slid under the net, and the Raiders get the point and the ball. May serve popped up by Kira Franks. And a laser beam blocked right back by the Purple Raiders. A great job up at the net by Sprunger and Meyer. May looked like it was going to be long there. Franks keeps it in play. And hit across Bartel with the dig. Leininger now winds up, swings down the line for the kill. And the Raiders up 8-7, their first lead in what feels like forever. And you can definitely kind of feel and hear the energy starting to build back up on their sideline. May serve popped up by Cole. Cole, and oh, she won't be able to get it. An overpass on the set. And it's sent back by the Raiders for a point. Franks with the dig. And sent back over by Darby Leininger. An overpass there from Franks leads to a point for the Purple Raiders. And Hiram burns a timeout here. Raiders up 10-7 here in the third set. And looking like they're getting back to the way they were playing in the first set, where they were really taking it to Hiram. But don't write off Hiram yet. Hiram still playing really hard here in the third. Just the Raiders coming out more focused after the intermission. We'll be back here after the timeout. And we're back here following the timeout. Raiders up 10-7 if you're just tuning into the game. And the team's tied at one set apiece. Hanmore hits it across deep into the back row. Popped up. And now a swing with some authority by Sprunger into the back row for the kill. Splits through the defense and puts the Raiders up 4. May serve directly across, popped up by Cole, and a swing and a violation called. And it'll go against Hiram. Raiders up 12-7 now and starting to really take control of the set. Cole with the dig, Cole with the tip there over, picked up by Leininger. And Meyer, her hit sent back. And set across by May. Franks sees it, gets a hand on it, but won't get anything else. And the Raiders get the point. A smart heads-up play there by the Purple Raiders. And May, her serve picked up by Franks, up at the net, tipped across. And the Purple Raiders pick it up. Leininger off the block there by Hanmore, gets the kill. Making it a 7-point Purple Raider lead now. And got to expect Hiram to burn a timeout soon. Set outside now. Cole with a swing up over the block, up over the defenders, And out of bounds past the end line. And Hiram burns their last time out here. 15-7. Raiders in firm control of set 3. We'll be back. And we're back at a timeout. Hiram looking to be more focused and get back to the way they were playing to start off the set and throughout the entirety of that second set that they absolutely dominated. Set over there, and the Raiders not expecting it. And a little set kill for Hiram. And Gatto coming on and heading back to the service stripe for the Terriers. And a long serve there, but stays in bounds, drops, and Casares gets the dig. Leininger a hit now into the back row, kept alive. Cole a hit off the block. Raiders didn't realize it was live for a second. Sprunger hits it over. Franks with the dig. Cole another swing. Casares keeps this one alive. Leininger tries to put it away off the block, kept alive by Gatto. Tipped across, and Leininger with the dig. Set back Sprunger with a swing into the antenna for hitting air. A lot of terrific plays by both teams on that one. And just a miss hit by Sprunger. Casares with the dig. Set up. Meyer tips it across, picked up by Cole. And a wide hit there to give Mountain Union the point. Set middle, swung off of May, popped over by Meyer. And set outside now. Cole with a swing. Splits the block, but kept alive by Leininger. Orteau with a swing, kept alive by Gatto. Tipped across, Casares gets the dig. Set at the net, and Meyer just manages to get that one over. And a tip across. Raiders somehow get that one over. Terrific effort there. Cole the swing off the block, and the Raiders can't get to it, and Cole gets the kill. Raiders with some substitutions now. Patrisco coming on in the back row. Sprunger hits across a laser beam. And will hit the ceiling, bounce off a light, come down on the Raiders side, and that'll take it out of play. And back to serve for the Raiders. Alexis Meyer. Her serve up over into the middle of the back row. Set up at the net. And a swing with some authority there. Oh my lord. What a swing there by Madison Burns. (17-11). Raiders still in control. But Hiram's starting to get back to playing like they did in the second. Brandon serve. Cross picked up by Patrisco. Kearns blocked back but just out of bounds. It could not have been more than an inch, honestly. Maybe an inch and a half max from being considered in. And that would be a solidly considered in, because the ball just has to have some part of it that's over that line. And it was not far out. And up at the net, sent back by Bartel on the overpass. Raiders up 19-11. Thomas to serve directly across in the middle of the back row. Tipped across by Franks, picked up by Casares. Set back Ellison. A swing off the block. Kept alive by Brennan. Hits the dirt. And that'll be a kill, and the Raiders just 5 points away from putting away the third. Thomas just clears the tape there, a little dancing and over. Out to Franks now, a hit, and wide. We'll see if they call a touch. And no touch called there. Franks hit it wide left and out of bounds. Bump set up to Franks, who gets it over. Thomas lays out, returned by the Terriers, and a miscommunication by the Purple Raiders there. Not sure who's going to take it. Leads to a Hiram point. And the serve by Burns there, dug up by the Raiders, and Ellison blocked up there at the net. Handmore and Johns in there putting up a big wall. 21-13. Raiders have an 8-point lead, so maybe a little too little, too late. Bartel with the dig. Set up. Ellison reaches back, swing, keeps it inside the antenna. Terriers keep it in play. And tipped down with some authority by Kira Johns. That was a strong tip there. I mean, it wasn't a hit. Didn't swing, but just kind of took the ball and just sent it down. Has to be the strongest tip I've ever seen. Set back, Kearns on a slide, hits it across, and gets the kill there. Manages to get the ball where the defense isn't. And the Raiders need just 3 more points. And the serve on the way there by Sherb. And Kiara Franks, pardon me. A roll shot over. Raiders pass it over. Set back. Handmore tips it across. Picked up by Ellison. Set out to Leininger. Leininger's hit. Dug up by Brandon. Up at the net. A swing. And snipes the back line. Casares thinks it was out. And from up here, it looked like she wasn't far from being wrong. I mean, that was pretty much right on top of the line. On top of the back part of the line, I should say. Franks floats serve, picked up by Casares. Set back, Kearns gets it across, and picked up by Brandon. Cole reaches way back, keeps the ball in play. Gets another chance, a swing up high, looping one. Picked up by Sherb, out to Leininger. Leininger tips it across through 4 defenders for the kill. With the Raiders up big now, Jackie Sherb, a freshman defensive specialist out of Carmel, Indiana, and Carmel High School, seen a little bit of time for Coach Mankey Morrison. Set outside now, Cole with a tip, picked up by Thomas. Bump set back, Leininger swings cross court, picked up and kept in play. Sherb with the dig up the net, passed over, set over I should say, by Thomas. And somehow the Terriers keep that one in play. Ellison a swing up over the block. And the Terriers refusing to go away. Enough strong swing there. Splits the block. And puts Sherb on the ground in a strong swing there to keep the game alive. And Richardson coming in as a sub now. And that serve just stays in. Leininger gets a touch but sends it right into Bartel, and that'll be a service ace. Serve on the way, picked up by Leininger. Set back, Ellison winds up, swing, splits the block off of Franks in the back row, and the Raiders get the point, and they'll be in set point position here, up 24-17. May serves into the back row, kept alive and returned to center there. 3 Purple Raiders up at the wall. They are Leininger, Sprunger, and Meyer, but Meyer one-on-one with the hitter sends it back, and there was no room to get that one over unless the hitter was going to go way under the ball to pop it up into the back row. The Originals take set 3, 25-13, and go up 2-1 overall. And we'll head into the 4th set, looking to finish the night off and take home their 13th win of the season. We'll be back following the intermission. And we're back here at the MAC for set 4. Raiders looking to finish this one off after a dominating performance in set 3. A little roll shot over for a kill by Kira Franks to start off the scoring. And the serve over. And the Raiders send it on over. Terriers keep it alive. And a miscommunication by the Purple Raiders puts the Terriers up 2-0. Next serve on the way, picked up by Bartel, set back. Leiniger winds up, swings over the block, and popped up by Franks. And off the block there by Meyer, a kill for number 17, Emily Richardson, and a strong one. That was a lot of authority behind that swing. Hiram up 3-0 now. Casares with the dig, set back. Meyer with a swing, and popped up out of bounds by Franks for the kill. And Leininger heads back to the service straight for the Purple Raiders. And her serve, a little low, hits a little too high up on the ball. Or rather, probably more likely a little too high up, low in her toss. Sends it into the tape. Brandon back to serve now for Coach Dye. Petrisco picks up the ball. And Sprunger, a standing hit, ricochets off the net, but hits Franks out of bounds, and a kill. Kearns coming on now for the Purple Raiders in the front row, while Meyer heads back to serve for Coach Mankey Morrison. Her serve dances on the tape, gets over, and set up and tipped over. Out to Cole. Now Cole's swing popped up by Petrisco. Set outside, and Bartel tips it but sends it wide and out of bounds for the point for Hiram. Burns back to serve now. Her serve picked up by Petrisco. Set up. Bartel splits through the blockers. Franks in the back row for the kill. And the serve picked up by Cole. Set back. Handmore, a little roll shot over into the middle of the court for the kill. Thomas sets outside. Ellison tips it across. Couldn't get a full swing on that one. Brandon passes it over to keep the rally going. Bartel tools it off a blocker and gets the kill there. Had a triple block going up at the net. Fits her right between, from my perspective up here and your perspective, watching those left two blockers into the back row for the kill. Bartel's serve picked up by Cole. Set up at the net. Swung. Thomas gets a hand on it. Kept in play by Bartel and passed over by Ellison. It snipes the back line. A pass kill. A bump kill, I should say, for Maria Ellison there. And a rarity. And you can see Hiram really expected that one to go long. And Bartel serves into the net for an error. Christic at the line now. Casares picks it up, gets the dig, set outside. Leininger winds up, hits it into the antenna for an error. Casares gets low to get the dig that time, sets back. Ellison winds up, swings, and gets the kill there on the cross-court shot. Brandon coming back on now for Coach Adai as Casares heads back to the service stripe for the Raiders. Popped up by Cole, set outside. Franks winds up, swings down the line, and off of Thomas gets the kill. And the serve, some nice movement on that one. Picked up by Darby and tipped across there. And a lift called on the Purple Raiders. That'll put Hiram up 10-6. Now, Raiders got to be careful here. They've learned the hard way. If they let Hiram get a 5-6 point lead, it's very hard to take that back. Olsen, a swing blocked back by Franks. Set across by Thomas and kept alive. Franks, a roll shot picked up by Thomas. And off the side hoop, a bump set out to Leininger, who's hit, goes out of bounds and is kept up by the Terriers. Ellison, a swing now off the block. Hiram refusing to go away on the rally, tipped across and won't get over there. Franks tries to tip it across, but it won't clear the tape. And it was going to be a really hard job there to get it across the way she was trying to go. But with the blockers up in front of her, she really didn't have much choice except to try and send it to her right. May's serve picked up, set, middle, swung, dances on the tape. Leininger gets a touch, but it hits the dirt. And that'll go down as a point for Hiram. Frank's serve, picked up by Casares. Bumps it out to Sprunger, who swings, blocked back. And almost a miscommunication for the Purple Raiders. It wasn't almost, it was. But thankfully they get it over. Tipped across, kept alive by Sprunger. And they'll stay on the Purple Raiders side. Raiders have had some miscommunication issues tonight. And has led to some points that have allowed Hiram to play around with them. But Hiram up 12-5 now, up to a 5-point lead here in the fourth set. And the Raiders will burn a timeout to try and refocus. We'll be back here in just a moment. We're back here out of the timeout. Frank's serve picked up by Casares. Up with the net, Leininger with a swing sends it off of Brandon for a kill. Leininger serve on the way, just clears the tape and popped up, set back, tipped across, kept alive by Casares. Sprunger almost hits it into the antenna there. Lucky didn't get called. A tight set there. And a kill for the Purple Raiders and Heaven Bartel. A set way outside the pin there. Lucky she was able to cut it inside and then just gets a nice roll. Serves middle back row. Raiders looking to cut it to 2 and a swing there. And off of Leininger. That'll push it up to a 4-point lead once again for Hiram. Brandon serve on the way, picked up by Petrisco. Bartel blocked back, tipped across by Meyer, kept alive by Brand, up at the net, sent back, tipped across. Set outside, Cola swing, popped up by May. And a standing hit across by Sprunger to keep the rally going. Up the net, a swing. May another dig. Out to Bartel now off the block. Kept alive by Franks. Set outside, Cole tips it over. Petrisco lays out to keep the play going. Bartel a cross-court shot. And off the side hoop, hits the ground, and the Raiders get the point. A hard-earned one at that. Myers serve picked up by Frank, set outside. Cole winds up, swings. Petrisco lays out to get it. Bartel hits cross court. Brandon keeps it alive. Cole, a high looping shot into the back row, kept alive by Myers. Springer a swing off the block. Hits one, hits the other, hits the other, hits the dirt. That's a kill. Up the net, sent back by the Purple Raiders. Hiram keeps it alive. Kearns with the dig, set back. Sprunger tips it across and popped up. Just kept in play, tipped across, and the Raiders not ready for that one. Cole caught the Raiders defense sleeping and found a hole. And Burns' serve won't clear the tape. And now the Raiders with some substitutions. Thomas coming on, heading back to serve, with Ellison coming in the front row. Thomas' serve picked up by Franks, out to Cole. Cole, her hit, dug up by Casares. Bartella swing now, up high, and no touch called. That'll go down as a hitting error and a point for Hiram. Hiram up 15-12. And Casares having words with the official now, getting an explanation. And officials conference going on now. And with that, we'll take what'll probably be about a 20-second break in total, but we'll take a break and be back after this. And after some discussion, the ruling is changed and the Raiders get the ball and the point. And then it'll make it 14-13. Raiders now down by just one. Thomas's float picked up by Cole, out to Cole now. Cole with a swing off the block by Ellison. She'll get the kill. Casares with the dig. Set outside. Ellison winds up, swings line, and gets the kill. Gets it around the blocker, gets it around the defender in the back row. And the Raiders down by just one. Bartel heading back to the service stripe for Coach Mankey Morrison, with Leininger coming back on in the front row to hit. And almost an overpass, and a service ace will end up being what it is for Heaven Bartel. And almost an overpass, almost another one, another service ace, and the Raiders, some miscommunication almost costs them, and passed over by Bartel. Set back, Handmore tips it across, kept alive by Ellison. Outside to Leininger, who spins that one across, and she'll get the kill there off the touch. Raiders 16-15 in the lead, and Hiram burns a timeout. And for Mount Union, they can come out of this timeout, get 2 to 3 points quick. That should give them enough cushion where they should be able to put the set and the game away from here on out. But if Hiram can come out, get the side out, immediately fall in the timeout, tie things up 16-16, and then get a point or two from there, that'll give them a chance and keep their foot in the door to possibly pushing this to a fifth set tonight. But we'll take a break and be back after the timeout. And we're back. Bartel's serve picked up by Brandon. Up at the net. A swing kept alive by Maria Ellison. Out to Leininger now. Leininger off the block. Gets the kill. And the Raiders go up 2. Brandon with another dig. Set outside. Franks. A strong swing but popped up by Bartel. Set across. And a set kill from Molly Thomas. Raiders up 18-15 now. And you heard me say it. I think honestly if they can get one more point here in a row on this next rally, that probably gives them a big enough cushion. They should be able, barring a miracle, to put away the set. Barely clears the tape. Handmore keeps it in play. Brandon passes it across. Bartel with the dig. Set up. Leininger with a strong swing off the block and kept alive. Franks a swing of her own over the block. Bartel lays out, set outside. Leininger a swing cross court, snipes the back line, and the Raiders go up 5. Go up by 4. Wow, got tongue-tied there, but man, bad timing. But man, what a rally there from the Raiders. Up 4 now, and Hiram imperative they start to get a run going. And Thomas, a touch out of bounds, kept in play, passed over by Casares. Outside, Franks at the net, a swing over the block, popped up by Hiram Bartel, tipped across. And it looks like a double called on the Purple Raiders. So that'll end the run for Mount Union. And John's at the line now, her serve. Picked up by the Raiders, and a swing by Ellison off the block, out of bounds for the kill. Now Casares back at the line for the Purple Raiders, just 5 points away from win number 13. Set, middle, tipped across, picked up by Thomas. Outside to Ellison. Ellison off the block, gets a nice roll right behind the defender for the kill. And Hiram burns their last time out. 21-16, Raiders leading here at the MAC. Just 4 points away from win number 13. We'll be back. we're back out of the timeout. Casares, a strong serve there. A little miscommunication. Terriers keep it alive. Franks a swing. Popped up by Bartel. Outside Leininger winds up and can't get that one. The set a little too high. And the Raiders cough up the point. And Gatto heads back to the service stripe now for Coach Dye, with her team trailing by 4 late here in the 4th. Some bend on that one, popped up by Leininger, and Elson sets it across. And a hit out of bounds there for the Terriers. Emily Richardson just a little wide. And now Sprunger and May coming out for the Purple Raiders. May serve on the way. Cross to the opposite corner, up at the net. And Darby Leininger, a great job getting up, blocking, and preventing that tight, almost an overpass, that tight pass from being tipped across. 2 points to go now for the Raiders. And May serves into the tape for a service error. And that'll send Franks back to the service stripe for Hiram. Casares with the dig, popped up, and Meyer blocked back. Meyer, another chance, popped up by Brannon, set outside, and blocked back by Meyer. And tied up at the net. Meyer hits it, and out of bounds. Point going to the Terriers. Hiram just refusing to go down and fighting with the Purple Raiders. Bartel with the dig, and overpass. And just set up a strong swing there by Isabella Sprunger. Tipped across by Cole. Back to Sprunger. Sprunger, second chance, won't get it. And didn't clear the tape, so that'll be 4 hits on the Raiders. And Mount Union burning a timeout here, up 23-20. Coach Mankey Morrison wants to make sure her troops don't let this one slip away. We'll be back. And we're back out of the timeout. Coach Mankey Morrison hoping to refocus her troops and keep this 4th set from slipping away. Bartel with the dig. Sprunger with a swing, but won't clear the tape. And the Raiders' lead is shrunk down to 2. Casares with the dig. And a shaky one. Passed over by Sprunger into the back corner. Set, middle, tipped across, into the back corner for a kill there. And Emily Richardson, terrific placement there, puts it beyond any defender. And long enough that the Raiders don't even think about trying to take it. They think it's going to go long. And now we have a 1-point game. Set up, Meyer, blocked back. And we're tied 23-23. Emily Richardson, a terrific solo one-on-one block with the hitter to tie this game up. And who knows, maybe I was wrong. Maybe a 4-point lead wasn't enough to keep this Hiram squad away. Set back, Leininger off the block, kept alive by Burns. Out to Cole. Cole hits it across. And Leininger, her tip picked up by Franks. And a swing off the block picked up by Bartel. Leininger blocked back, and the Raiders won't get it. 24-23, Hiram up. And now just 1 point away from putting this set away and forcing us to a 5th. Terrific volleyball we've seen tonight. A lot of fight. And a service ace for Kiera Franks off Alyssa Casares in 25-23. That'll do it for the fourth. 2 sets apiece for both teams. And we'll be heading to a 5th set tonight here at the MAC. We'll be back here after the intermission for the 5th and concluding set. Thomas' serve underway. And almost a service ace. Some great effort there to keep it alive. Sent over by Bartel. Up the net. Tipped across, and the Braiders won't get it. Nice placement there by Richardson. Hits the hole right in the middle of the court where there are 0 Raiders. And gets the easy point there. I mean, you say easy, but that's a split-second decision you have to have. And to be able to see that hole developing. Ellison keeps it in play. Leininger passes it over. Brandon with the dig. Up the net, a swing, and Richardson blocked. Back, Ellison a swing now, off the block. Kept alive. Cole swings. Leininger digs. And Bartel, her hit, dug up. Leininger keeps it alive. Casares passes it over. Franks pops it up. And a swing down Main Street for Emily Richardson for the kill. 2-0 early on. a good follow there by the Raiders. Frank sends that one long, and the Raiders get their first point of the set. And it should be noted, you only play to 15 when you go to a fifth set. So it's imperative the Raiders jump on Hiram early and avoid a big hole. And a cross-court hit out of bounds. Raiders get the point and we're tied up. 2's apiece here in the fifth. Popped up by Gatto at the net. Tipped across. Casares lays out to keep it alive. Leininger swings middle. Out to Cole now. A tip popped up by Leininger. Back to Ellison. Winds up. Tips. And Cole swings, popped up by Bartel, tight to the net. And Leininger, a good job avoiding the net and getting it over. Or keeping it in play. And off Casares, a kill there. And Hiram retakes the lead. Casares, an overpass sent back by the Terriers, hit across by Bartel. Cole's swing, blocked, popped up by Bartel. Back to Ellison. Ellison, a swing, cross court, and out of bounds. Hiram up 2 now. And we saw in the last set that no lead is a safe lead, but it feels like the Raiders need to get a point here. Leininger a swing and hits the back line or just in front of it. Either way, that's a kill for the Purple Raiders and just what the doctor diagnosed. Or prescribed, I should say. You know, I suppose the doctor would prescribe that and not diagnose. Is that probably the correct word? But either way, this is my show up here. That's what I said, and I'm going to stick to it. Set outside now. Leininger a strong swing, blocked back, and good reaction by Meyer. Ellison up the net, tips it across. And now Cole, a light hit, blocked back by Meyer. And a violation called. And actually, they were going to say it wasn't even touched by the Raiders. A 4th hit call, which means they're going to say it just hit the tape and came back and didn't hit the block. 4's apiece now here in the 5th. Popped up by Gatto, up at the net. Kept alive by the Raiders. Leininger a swing long that way and out of bounds. Burns serve picked up by Bartel. Set middle and Myers hit. Dug up by Franks. Cross court swing hits in front of Casares for the kill. Raiders down 2 now. And the serve picked up by Bartel, tight to the net, set outside. Leininger winds up, swings cross court, snipes the back line for the kill. And Katie May and Isabella Sprunger coming on now for the Purple Raiders. And May will head back to the service stripe for Coach Mankey Morrison, looking to get this game all tied up at 6's apiece as we get into the middle part of the 5th. May's serve long, picked up by Franks, set outside, and a swing off the block, picked up by Bartel. Set back Sprunger, and miscalculates where the set's going. It's real tight to the net, and wouldn't have been able to do much with it. Casares with the dig. Set back, Leininger winds up, swings, blocks back. Casares gets a hand on it and set over, and a double called on Leininger. And Coach Mankey Morrison burning a timeout with her troops down 8-5 here in the 5th to Hiram, and Hiram really taking it to the Purple Raiders and refusing to go down. Could have gone down in the 4th set, went down 19-15. They could have rolled over, let the Raiders stay ahead and get the win, but no, they kept fighting. Finally tied it up, took the lead, and put the game away. And now looking like they, not just the set, talking about the game there, but maybe the entire game as a whole, they really could realistically put this away here with how they're playing. I like how they're playing. They're playing with a lot of energy and a lot of heart. And when you play like that in the game of volleyball, it's probably one of the only sports where, or I shouldn't say the only, but probably the sport where it's easiest to overcome a talent difference. Or maybe they're just a lot better team that's a lot better than the record, which honestly I'm thinking is. I mean, 9-7 coming into this game, just over 500. But with the way they're playing tonight, with a good Purple Raiders squad, I'm really thinking Hiram's just a better squad than what their record would indicate, because they definitely have some players on this team. But yeah, volleyball definitely just a game. Talent doesn't matter as much as you think it would. It really just comes down to who's playing harder. Serve dug up by Casares. Bump set out to Sprunger. And a cross-court hit wide there was way under the ball. And the bump set was low there. There was not much that Sprunger could have done there. She had to get under the ball to keep it in play. That set, whether it's a bump or a regular, and a service error there to get the Purple Raiders a point and stop the run. 9-6 your score now, with Leininger heading back to the service stripe. You got to get that set up so your hitters have a chance to make a play. And a service ace there off the touch for Darby Leininger. And Leininger playing a big role for the Purple Raiders. Her and Bartel, but both of them just freshmen, with Darby Leininger being a freshman out of Beaumont High School. Set outside, Frank swings off the block, kept alive by the Purple Raiders, but so tight to the net, there's not much they can do with it there. Substitution now for the Purple Raiders. Leininger heading off, Petrisco coming on. Serve picked up, set outside. Bartel swings off the block. And Hiram almost, I mean, credit their effort there. They almost keep it in play, but the Raiders get the point. And Hiram really feeling it over there on the sideline. You can tell they're feeling very confident here in the fifth. Set outside, Franks tips it across. Set back, Sprunger gets the tip, picked up by Brannon. And hit across Petrisco with the dig. Up the net, and Julia Kearns with a bullet. Didn't even look like she hit it. Looked like she more just punched the ball and just sent it on a laser beam off a Terrier and out of bounds. 9-10 your score. Hiram burning a timeout here, and the Raiders starting to get a little more energy going back on their sideline. And we should be heading for an exciting finish down the stretch here at the MAC. We'll take a break and be back. And we're back out of the timeout. Myers serve over. Picked up at the net. A swing with some authority there. Emily Richardson. A strong hit out of the middle and to the right. Bartel with the dig tight to the net and popped over. And the Raiders get the point. Had a tear up in the net there. Thomas coming on to serve now for the Purple Raiders. Into the back corner, popped up tight to the net, and tipped over. Sent back by Kearns, yep. Set back, Ellison at the net, tips it across, sent back. Thomas pops it up outside. Bartella, long shot there, gets a touch, gets the kill. A missed touch by the Terriers, and we have a tied game, 11-11 here at the MAC. And really, that came to 4 at this point. Thomas a serve, heads the other way this time, up the net and sent back by Bartell on the overpass. Raiders take the lead, 12-11. And Hiram burns a timeout. Like I said, 12-11, Raiders leading as they start to take control of this game once again. And man, we are in for an exciting finish. But we'll take a quick break here while the teams talk things over and be back when action resumes. And into the back corner for Thomas on the serve, up at the net. Raiders can't send it back, set outside. Bartella swings, splits the block, gets a touch. Brandon gets a touch, and it's passed over. Terrific effort there from the Terriers. Bartella gets another try, snipes the back line in the corner for the kill, and the Raiders go up 2. Brandon with the dig. And set across by Franks to save the rally. Darby a light hit over. Pardon me, Bartell. And Franks gets it over the block. Set back, Ellison. A swing. Blocked back. Popped up by Thomas. Bartell gets through the block. Brandon gets a touch. And up, hits the ceiling, comes down. And the Raiders get the point. 14-11. And are 1 point away from putting this puppy away. Thompson serve picked up. Set outside, Franks a hit. And gets it down in the middle of the court for the kill to keep the game going. And Franks didn't even get a chance to jump on that one, but just manages to cut it up and over the block. Frank's serve picked up by Bartell. Set up Bartell for the game. And Brandon keeps it in play. Patrisco pops it up back to Ellison. Ellison calls game there off the block. Raiders take it 15-12 here in the 5th, and they'll win 3-2. Overall, tremendous win for the Purple Raiders. They could have rolled over here, and credit Hiram. They are a lot better than the record now, 9-8. After tonight's loss, they will be a tough out throughout the entire season. It'll be interesting to see how they do as they get through the NCAC schedule. But speaking of NCAC for Hiram, their next game will be an NCAC game on Saturday at home against Denison, a 1 p.m. start for that game. For the Raiders, on Saturday they'll hit the road and head down to Otterbein for a 1 p.m. game against the Cardinals. Raiders improved to 13-3 on the season with the win. And that'll do it from up here. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.